Hi, students. So for today's lesson, I'm just going to record this just so you guys understand all the instructions. If you are confused, you can always rewatch it just for you to get some more clarification. So what's going to happen for today is that I posted a study.com lesson. You can see here it is in Unit 5, and it's the medieval warm period and new agriculture. So we were watching this the other day. We got about halfway through it. Go ahead and watch it again, please. Watch the whole thing. And then after you are done, what I would like for you to also do is that we're going to watch this video, and I'm going to post this on Google Classroom as well. And this is a video of the human population growth throughout history. And so I'll play a little bit of this. Let me mute this so it doesn't. There you go. So what's going to happen is you can see here that there's a timeline at the bottom. You can see that the years down here, you can see it says 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 at the very bottom. And so it's going to be going throughout history. And you see all of these yellow dots. These yellow dots, every yellow dot counts as 1 million people. So you can see that the population is slowly increasing. You see some dots popping up. That means that there are people living there, okay? And so what's going to happen is that there's going to hit a point in history, and I want you guys to pay attention. It's going to hit a point in history where the population drops a lot. The population goes down millions of people, okay? And I want you guys to recognize that and tell me what year that happens. It doesn't have to be the exact year, but you would look at this where it's going. You can see how it's moving across. Let me make this bigger. Maybe that'll make it better. It didn't. Okay, that's good. There we go. So you can see it's down here. See how it's moving. Bop, 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 bop. So look there. Tell me what year you think it is in the comments. I'll post this as a question. And then what we are also going to do is, so what we're also going to do is this project here, and this is about the plague. So I'm just going to go ahead and read this, so please follow along. And if you need to reread it, that's okay. You can just play this video back, listen to me read it again, or you can read it yourself. So here we go. So it says, Europe was just beginning to thrive again. The population tripled in a few hundred years with the innovations to agriculture, which created food surpluses. A surplus is you have like extra food, okay? So not only did they have enough, they actually had extra, okay? So towns and cities were forming where people could get different jobs and learn new skills. Things were finally coming around for Europe. That is, that they say things were finally getting better for Europe. That is, until the plague came. There is a lot of mystery surrounding the plague, including where it came from and why it spread so quickly. The popular guess is that it traveled with merchants who had infested fleas that carried the plague. Okay. Also, no one is sure if the disease was a bacteria or a virus. Once again, the most popular guess is that it was a bacteria, since hygiene wasn't the best back in those days. Whatever the explanations for the plague, all in all, the plague killed 1/3 of the European population. Millions died. What isn't a mystery is that the plague was truly devastating. That means like really, really bad. Oddly enough, many people look at the plague as kind of a good thing too. Weird, right? There are intelligent, like smart, arguments for why the plague was a curse and a blessing. This begs the question, which was it more of? Good or bad? At this point, we need to put our scientist hats on. We need to research first to know the arguments for the good, as in why the plague was a good thing and why the plague was the bad thing, okay, and the ugly for the plague. Then we need to analyze. It should be analyze the arguments. I'm gonna fix that right now. Analyze the arguments and then apply them to this project. That's called critical thinking. To get started, we need to write 3 questions. The first 2 are done for you. So basically, you get 1 question. You get to make 1 question of your own, okay? So the 2 questions that I give you are, what were the positive and negative effects from the plague in Europe? Now, the plague is called bubonic plague or black plague or the Black Death. There's different names for it, okay? How did the plague impact the formation of nation states in Europe? And I think I changed this. It shouldn't be that. I thought I changed it. What it should be, plague impact feudalism in Europe. Okay, so that's going to be the thing that you have to answer. Okay, you have to answer 1 and 2. What were the positive and negative effects from the plague in Europe? As in, what were the good things about the plague? What were the bad things about the plague? And number 2, how did the plague impact feudalism in Europe? That is to say, did the plague make feudalism stronger? Did the plague make feudalism weak? Did the plague totally destroy feudalism? What did it do to feudalism? Okay, so that's what I'm asking you. All right. Now, for number 3, you get to ask your own question, and it's anything that you're curious about. Okay. So, what are you curious about with the plague? You can ask it, and you got to answer it. All right. So, this is going to be. Let's do this individual, just because some students have computers, some don't. So it'd be kind of hard just to do group or pair right now. So just go ahead and work on your own. And you know what I'll make this into a Flipgrid assignment as well. And just make this into Google Slides, okay? So I'll post the Flipgrid later. You probably, I won't post it yet, but I'll post it later. So you have several things to do today. So let's just review here. So the first thing that you want to do, watch this video, okay? You want to watch this video. Second thing, what you want to do is watch this video, okay? And tell me the year that you see the population drops, okay? And that's going to be in Google Classroom as a question, all right? Then you will also work on this project, okay? So here is a picture actually of the plague. This is supposed to be the plague, the disease. So imagine, like, you know, they're basically making this seem like the Grim Reaper. If you've ever heard of the Grim Reaper, it's got that I believe it's called a sickle. But it, you know, it's slicing people, just killing people. So it's kind of like the coronavirus. If someone made the coronavirus into a monster, you know, that's what they're doing here. So okay. Okay, so now we have all three up. We have the medieval period here. Watch this video. Watch this video, answer the question, work on the project. Okay, so 3 things in a row. You're gonna work on these 3. Okay, you guys have any questions? Rewatch the video. Still confused? Send me an email.